What's going on, nation? I'm here with Justin from Hybrid Physiques. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about him, how he's doing, how he's recovering from that torn chest tendon that he did right over here. So, when he came in the studio today, he was a little worried walking in the door, some flashbacks,
Just sweating. The second I walked in.
But he's doing great. I mean, I guess you can tell them how you're doing. You don't need me to explain.
Yeah, so I've been, I'm on about week 9 or 10 of physical therapy. I should be able to get back into the gym by the end of this month. Hoping that's when my orthopedic surgeon appointment is, and he's either going to clear me to go back or tell me a couple more weeks.
Yeah, and I just want to say, it really means a lot to me to have so many of you guys asking me week after week how Justin's doing. I think it really shows how much you guys care and you appreciate our content. So thank you for the support. And if you guys haven't yet seen the Hybrid Physiques YouTube channel, I'll put a link to that. And Justin actually has some rehabilitation stuff on his channel that he's been doing. So whether you have an injury as extreme as his or you're just looking to prevent one, he's got some great quality content. But let's get to this video. So Justin came in today and he's like, "So Scott, do you want to make any videos today?" I was like, hell yeah, I got a really great idea. Let's talk about horrible personal trainers. And if you're watching this video, it's for one of a few reasons. Number one, you're interested in what we had to say. Number two, you have a horrible trainer. Or number three, you're going to take our advice right now and tell your POS trainer to come here and watch this video. Because this is a huge problem in the industry.
Oh, God. Beyond. I've dealt with them myself.
Yeah, I think we've all dealt with it, whether we've been surrounded by trainers who are horrible or we've hired one in the past. I personally have never had a personal trainer. I've worked in a gym since I was 14. I was lucky enough to find people who wanted to take me under their wing and kind of show me the ropes and teach me things because I was like the young kid, they wanted to mold me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My trainer was for my first show, actually. It was my first nutritionist. He did my contest prep. But besides that, I've had trainers, when I first started going to the gym, just come up to me, offer advice that I didn't really want, that I knew was wrong.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me. One time I was in Florida, and I was doing skull crushers. And the guy was like, because I was doing them behind my head. So, if you have some elbow pain, instead of going right to your forehead, you can kind of go and bring your elbows up to here and just kind of keep the extension on a 45-degree angle. It takes the pressure out of your elbows, but it does hit your serratus a little bit more, too, for stability. And he's like, you're hitting your serratus when you do that? I was like, yeah. I'm like, can you leave me alone? I don't need any help. I'm doing all right. You know what I mean? But anyway, so the main reason why I want to make this video is because this is a huge problem. And I think the first thing we need to talk about is it really is not that hard to become a personal trainer. And I think it's really important that we stress this because you can take an online course, you can just go to a gym without any degree and say, and look kind of decent and say you're a trainer and gyms will hire you. It really is, there's levels, elite, and then gyms that don't really care. They just want somebody there saying they're a trainer and helping people and bringing money in the door. Because let's face it, it's a business. It's a business of making money, bringing people in, and getting them to buy sessions.
You show them the glamour, a guy who's got some muscle and stuff, so they're automatically going to assume, hey, he's going to be able to train people. Most people are going to look at him like, look what he looks like. I want to be like that. I'm going to him.
Yeah, and I sold a lot of training. I was actually the director of training for the last gym that I was working at before I started doing my own thing. I've done a lot of sales. I know a lot of sales techniques. I know what to say to get you to buy personal training. And I'm not saying that because I swindle people out of money when I was a trainer. I'm just saying I know what to say to get them to want to train if they really want it. And then I would help them reach their goals. And I remember in one gym I used to work at, there were literally 14 trainers, and we're all in one room, and we all had our own desks, and we'd bring people in, and we would, explain to them what we do and show them what we do, and then try to sell them training. And this was when I was 19, and I'm a lot more knowledgeable now, obviously, than I was when I was 19. But I'd just sit there and I would listen to the things people would say to try to convince somebody, and they would try to explain these scientific algorithms of how your body eats food and how your muscle bone and bicep tendon is connected to here and how when you do this, it does that. And people just sitting there and their heads are spinning and they're trying to trick you into buying training because you don't know all this stuff about anatomy or how the body works or how nutrition works. When I sold training, I was always just listen, man, if you want to lose weight, we're going to do a program like this. We're going to put your meal plan like this. And now let's go on. Like, I would literally sit down with somebody for like 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'd go right to the floor and put them through a workout and show them what I can do. And I think that if you're a client right now looking for a good personal trainer and you go in for your free evaluation and they just sit you down in that chair for an hour and a half and waste your time, that's like a first indication of you need to get the heck out of there. Because number one, you join the gym to work out. You don't got time to sit down for an hour and a half to talk about stuff that you could be talking about while this person is training you and showing you what they can do. You should never buy personal training from a trainer who doesn't show you what they can do.
Yeah, if they're sitting you down for that long, they're just trying to keep you coming back for as many sessions as possible by wasting time during your sessions. A good trainer is going to bring you right in there and start doing the work, not waste your time.
And a good trainer is also going to tell you to come in and do things that you can do on your own before the session. And one of the main reasons why I wanted to talk about this is because I just did a consultation with somebody over the weekend. I don't know if you guys know this, but I do Skype consultations. And so this guy, he's had a trainer for 2 years and he's made zero progress to the point where he just wanted to quit. Like still has the same body fat percentage, has made zero progress. He had an injury with his shoulder that needed some special attention. And in this hour Skype consultation, I was able to help him more than his training sessions with his trainer for 2 years. And this trainer would literally have him come in and tell him to go do cardio one day, and that was his training session. Like, you're paying somebody to tell you to go do cardio. Yeah. That is absolutely horrible. And then on the actual training sessions, the dude was like the head trainer. He was more interested in talking to every single other person coming into the gym than actually working and paying attention to his client. You, as a personal trainer, you have someone's life in your hands. You control their life. One slip of the bench press and you're too busy checking out that girl's butt, your client could kill themselves, and that person's paying you money. If you give someone money and they're not giving you the quality you expect, that's time for you to get your money back.
You have to remember, as a client, your trainer is working for you.
For you!
So if you don't like what they're doing for you, you fire that person. You find a new trainer who is going to help you.
It's like if you were on a board of directors and you come in to sit down for a meeting and you just start doing what you want to do, talking to other people on your phone, you get fired. That's not what you're supposed to do. The trainers in my gym, and this is why the gym I go to, nobody ever trains with the trainers. And it's for a few reasons. Number one, if you are a bad trainer and you're watching this video, I'm going to give you a few little tips you might not know. Every single person in that gym is watching you train your clients. Every single person in my gym is watching the trainers sit down at their desks and play on their Facebook all day. There's one trainer in my gym who literally comes out on the floor during the busiest time, sets up a bench, puts his feet up on the dumbbell rack, and plays on his phone. Okay? Blows my mind. And he doesn't put his weights away. If you're a trainer at your own gym not putting your weights away, people notice that stuff. They will not want to train with you.
You're supposed to be setting an example as a trainer. Would you want the people in the gym doing the same thing you're doing, not re-racking the weights? In fact, most gyms have signs, re-rack the weights.
Yeah.
So if you're a trainer not doing that, if I owned that gym, I would fire you. You'd be gone.
Exactly. And let's also talk about the quality of the workouts, what makes a horrible trainer. So you might even notice in your gym, really pay attention. If you're interested in training, pay attention to the trainers in your gym. You might notice that a lot of them are putting all their clients through the same exact routine every single time they come in.
Yeah.
And that is a horrible quality to have. The gym I go to, I had been going there since I was 14 years old. This one lady, she's had a trainer for the last 10 years, and she's gotten progressively worse over time. And I saw her working with a trainer the other day, and I was with Erica, and I was like, oh my gosh, this trainer is having this lady sit down on a bench and do bicep curls with 5-pound dumbbells. I'm like, if this trainer took this client and had her run up and down the stairs 100 times, she's going to burn way more calories than sitting down doing bicep curls.
Not only that, you need to be wary if he's putting you through the same routine as everyone else. My body is going to react different than your body. You need a plan that's tailored to you, custom for you, what works best for you. If he's not going to give you that, then you're not getting the best results you could be getting.
Yeah, and I don't think a trainer always has to have a clipboard, because if you're doing, say, circuit training, maybe you have a bunch of notes of different circuits you want to put your client through. For clients that I had that would do muscle building workouts, I would always record their weight to make sure that I was helping them progress week to week. If they're not keeping track of what you're doing and they're not tracking your weight and your body fat percentage, a lot of trainers do like weight and body fat and then never do it again. And they don't measure any progress. So you're paying all this money week after week, and they're not adjusting your meal plan. Like, as you lose weight and gain muscle, you need to have your meal plan adjusted. Like, that's a part of a personal trainer's job.
And that was the problem with my first contest. My first prep coach I had a 10-week prep. My diet didn't change once. I would walk in there. He'd be like, all right, let me see your abs. I lift my shirt. Take out 2 rice cakes. And it did nothing for me. Yeah, I lost some weight.
Take out 2 rice cakes, bruh.
Yeah, but I showed up at the show. I was nowhere near ready. And then when I got this new coach, every week I was at his house. All right, let me see your shirt. What's your weight? What was it at the beginning of the week? Every week I had a new diet. Sometimes my diet would change twice in 1 week. And that's what you need to be looking for, a guy who truly cares how you're progressing and is monitoring that.
I agree. Let's take like a group of 10 trainers, okay? And let's say the guy at the top, number 10, has like 5 different degrees and 5 different things and has worked with celebrities and has done all this stuff, whatever, but he's pretty much a douchebag. And we don't know why he got to where he is. And then you take the bottom guy who's just starting out, who's hungry and aggressive and attentive and, asks you questions about your life and your goals and what you want to do. Maybe he doesn't know as much as this guy, but he knows enough and has the drive to want to learn more and take you through a proper workout. That's the guy you want to work with. You want to work with the guy who's hungry, who wants to help you. And if you don't get that feeling as soon as you meet somebody, you just need to say, you know what? I'd rather talk to somebody else who takes my goals a bit more seriously. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's, the guy who's already at the top, he doesn't care if you succeed or not because he already has people who may have. The guy who is just starting out, he needs to build that clientele to be able to show, hey, this is what I did. So he's going to work way harder to improve your health, your physique, than the guy who's already at the top.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. There's dudes at the top who are there for a reason, and they stay there because they're really great. We're just trying to get you to not feel like you're trapped, especially if you're a client watching this video. Don't feel like you're trapped. If you're doing a personal training session and the dude's on his cell phone, or he takes like 10 bathroom breaks, or he's just walking away or talking to people, you need to be like, hey, bro, you're with me. You're mine for the next hour.
You're on the clock.
You're on the clock. Exactly. You need to not be afraid to say that because, and a lot of people, I feel like, especially people who are trying to lose weight, they're going to the gym to build confidence. You might not have the confidence to tell your trainer what the deal is. And I'm telling you, Justin and I are telling you, have that confidence. Like that can be one of the first things you do, initial confidence builders you have, is telling your trainer what the deal is.
And something else you got to be wary of, I don't know how a lot of the gyms you've been to are, but some of the ones I've gone to, they're set up as that trainer is getting an hourly wage. He doesn't really make too much in commission, so he doesn't really care if he has a client or not. He's getting paid regardless. So if you go to those private guys who are only getting paid by them training you, those are the guys who are going to do the most for you. The guy who's getting an hourly wage just for doing nothing, he's not going to care about helping you.
Yeah, I never was lucky enough to have an hourly wage. I had to hustle. And I guess there's one final point I want to make too. You guys have to also understand, you're watching this video. You don't know how lucky you are to have access to information like this. I am a better trainer now because if I put out a video and I talk a lot of bro science and a lot of things that just aren't true, or me and Justin were talking before we started this video how you're taught as a trainer to stop at 90 degrees on bench presses and shoulder presses and squats, and you're taught all this stuff that is so outdated, and then you bring that in to your client and you're furthering this misinformation. But then, when we started making YouTube videos, if I did something wrong, there's just a whole community of people waiting for me to mess up. And I like that because that keeps me on my toes. I'm a better trainer now for those of you who have called me out on my bro science. Yep. And I want to thank you because our goal is to help you guys. Don't you agree?
Oh, yeah. If you're one-on-one with a trainer, he could be giving you false information, but there's no one there to tell him he's wrong. And sometimes a client is too afraid to tell the guy he's paying to help him that, no, you're wrong. So without someone else there to correct him, he's going to keep doing what he's doing, where us on YouTube, there's 900 people. Nope, that's wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And and then thumbs up like 100 times, and everybody sees it, and now you look like a clown. Do you know what I mean? We're actually really interested. Justin and I, we're very responsive in the comment section. We want to know what your stories are, and even if you have a question or you need some confidence to go into your gym and get what you're supposed to get, or get your money back, or get your money's worth out of your session, leave a comment in the comment section below. We've been more than happy to help guide you to finding the perfect trainer. And we also want to hear some crazy stories, because I'm sure plenty of you guys have amazing stories to tell. I was telling Justin one story, and this is what blows my mind too. Trainers will try to trick you into thinking that they're the most amazing person. They come up with the most amazing, crazy workouts. You don't need if you're circuit training to lose weight, you can do 3-4 exercises max and just do 10 rounds of those 4 exercises, all body weight stuff, and burn a ton of calories. I was watching this trainer a year ago. He had this little Asian woman who looked like she barely spoke English to begin with. And it wasn't a racist comment. I'm just trying to paint a scenario. This little Asian woman probably just, wants to get in shape. Really nice, kind, sweet little Asian lady. Had her standing on a Bosu ball, which is one of those half balls. Okay, trying to balance, holding on to a pole, and then making her do squats. And she was going down barely an inch because she didn't have enough stability to be able to do it. And he's like, yeah, so you see, what I'm doing right now is I'm working your stability, and you can't even do this right now because you need to work with me so I can help you build that strength. And I'm like, oh my God, you're totally just trying to confuse this lady and possibly hurt her. She probably can't even do an air squat properly yet. Why are you putting her on a Bosu ball? If that lady moves too far to the left or right, she's going to fall and break her hip. Watch out for this stuff. Don't let trainers trick you into thinking they know what they're talking about because they put you in some weird contraption and tell you can't do it because you're weak.
There was actually just a big lawsuit.
Really?
That was one, I think, with Planet Fitness. And a lady was doing something on a half ball, and she ended up falling and getting hurt.
Oh my gosh.
The trainer was making her do that, and turns out it's completely wrong.
I wouldn't even stand on a half ball. I mean, I can, and I have, but I'm not okay, that little bit of instability you're going to get from that half ball, is really not going to make a big difference. Unless you're trying out for Ninja Warrior and you need more ankle stability, I'd rather you do lateral lunges to build stability in your ankles. I don't need you standing on 2 half balls or jumping on top of an exercise ball, which I can do. I have a video of that. Yes! I have a video of me falling and eating it real hard, too. That's up on YouTube somewhere. Oh, yeah. We just really want to say, when it comes to being a personal trainer, I became a personal trainer at a very young, let me back that up. When I was 14, I was already training my friends, and I loved that. And what I liked best about it was I felt like I could bring joy to people, and for me, at a young age, working out was my outlet. And it really helped me deal with a lot of bullying I had growing up, and it really helped me, build the confidence I needed to be successful in life. And so when I train people, when I answer your comments in the comment section, when I go out of my way to help you people who email me or post on my website, I know that I'm helping you the same way that somebody helped me. And that's why I get so irritated when I see trainers who just don't do it right. And I'm not even going to lie. I've gone up to trainers in the gym while training clients and have had words with them. And you might be thinking that's disrespectful to do. At the end of the day, I'm looking out for you, the client. I'm always looking out for you. That's my job. That's Justin's job. We want to make sure that you're safe and that you're able to do what you need to do to reach your goals, period.
Yep. It's just too many people out there don't have the passion and don't care enough. They're just doing it to collect their paycheck. They don't care if you're making any progress.
And get likes on their Instagram accounts. Look at my abs. You like my posts. We were just talking about that. We won't name names, but people who have big followings and they post, oh, I'm so thankful for all my fans. And you meet them in real life and they're just trying to get rid of you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Find people who are passionate. Make those people your idols, and just learn what you can. Research online. Watch videos. Do what you got to do to stay on top of your game. And you'll get there, and Justin and I will help you out too. So if you guys haven't checked out Hybrid Physiques, be sure to check him out. I'm sure he's going to be posting in the comment section of this video, you can find him there too. And Stop hiring crappy trainers. Tell them they suck if they really do.
Fire them!
Fire them! Yo, fire! You have someone's life in your hands. One slip of the bench press and you're too busy checking out that girl's butt, your client could kill themselves.